What's going on, guys? So today I have some errands that I need to get done, and I figured while I'm out driving around, I'd make a video for you guys. And today I want to talk specifically about the brand new 2020 Corvette that was announced not too long ago. As you may know, it is a game changer, completely different than any Corvette made previously. So I really want to go over that, give you my thoughts and opinions on it. So I need to stop for gas, but as you may know, the new 2020 Vet is mid-engine. A lot of people aren't super happy about that, and it also has a dual clutch automatic transmission, which people are also not very happy about. It's actually not even that people aren't happy about it. I think that's awesome. There are a lot of people who are happy about that. It's more the traditionalists that aren't happy with those changes. So I'm gonna fill up, then we'll get back to this. So we are filled up with gas. Now I am headed to 6-Star because I need to get a new front O2 sensor. Unfortunately, mine crapped out last Thursday, I believe it was. So I need to get a new one. I'm gonna install it myself as long as I don't have any crazy problems with it. But that's where we're headed next. So the new Vet comes with 495 horsepower, 470 torque, and is claimed to be able to go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. I can't even tell you how loud it is. It's something that you have to experience. You have to hear how loud that wastegate is when it opens up. But I wasn't even getting on it, and it was deafening. Fortunately, there was nobody else in that tunnel. I wouldn't do it if somebody is standing there because, well, that's just rude. But yeah, the wastegate is just crazy. Where was I? Right, horsepower. 495 horsepower, 470 torque. I am sure that you can make a lot more than that once you start modifying it. Most guys who have Vets, I think, tend to modify them, as I would. But what's really cool is the new Vet actually has a lot more potential than even the C7 had. So the C7 is arguably the fastest Vet, most powerful Vet ever made. I know a lot of people love it. It looks futuristic, looks exotic. I think it looks great. However, you are limited with the C7 to that front engine design. The problem is when you have the engine in the front, your drive wheels are in the back. So you're really not applying that weight to the drive wheels, which is where you need that weight to be applied. That's why all supercars are either rear engine or mid engine. There is an advantage to that design, and that's why most people go with it. In my opinion, Chevy was very smart with switching to a mid engine design. It has way more potential than a front engine, and that's kind of the spirit of the Corvette, is always to be better than the previous generation, and they simply would not be able to do that if they stayed with a front engine design. There are 2 seasons in Pittsburgh: winter and construction season. And I actually avoided probably 2 or 3 construction sites on my way to 6-Star, which is only like 4 or 5 miles from my house, but I had to go through 2 construction sites, and I hate them because they always have crap on the road. Sometimes they're tarring and chipping and stuff like that, and it sucks. So I'm back. I have a new front O2 sensor because mine has been acting up. I will make a video on it. I'll show you exactly what's going on with it. But now that I have this, I am almost good to go. I need to pick up some anti-seize, so I'm going to stop at AutoZone or somewhere. I have a few other places to go, but let's get driving. So leaving here, I am going to take the long way around because you know how I was mentioning how much road construction sucks? Well, I just got tar all over my tire. I have rocks sticking to it, so that's not cool. I don't know if you could hear this, but I'm at a red light right now, and the guy across the street is blasting Backstreet Boys. I kind of hope you can't hear it so I don't get demonetized. But I just think that's hilarious. It's this older guy, probably in his like late 60s, and he just has it absolutely cranked up, blasting. It feels like it's 2000 again. Backstreet's back, all right. So the new C8 uses 4-pot front and rear Brembo brakes, which is really cool. And the wheels and tires are what I am very excited about. Specifically the tires. I'm kind of a tire nerd. I like good tires. So the tires are actually Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, the PS4S, same as I have on my car, and I absolutely love them. I believe it was 2 years ago or so when Michelin released them. They did a huge event out west. I don't remember exactly where. I'll put that in the description, but they did this huge press release event with a bunch of YouTubers to go out, drive different cars with these tires on, and just show off how amazing they actually are. I can attest to that. I just replaced my tires a couple months ago, and this is my second set of PS4S tires. So the new C8 has 245 in the front and 305s in the rear. On my car, I have 245s all around, and it just hooks and goes. They stick like nothing else. I absolutely love them. So I can only imagine how awesome a C8 is going to be with huge, meaty 305 PS4S tires on the back. So if you haven't noticed, I am a big fan of the new C8. I think it's really cool. I think it's innovative, and especially since it starts at $60,000, it is attainable for a lot of people, and that is something that I am a fan of. I think there are a lot of people who want a semi-supercar, okay? They might not need a full-on Ferrari or Lambo, but they want something that has, you know, a cutting-edge look, has the performance and everything, but isn't quite to supercar status, which we'll see once the C8 is released and there's more driving and reviews of it. But I consider it to be like a semi-supercar. It's not quite there in my opinion, but we'll see. Now, the C8 is actually the first Corvette that I would seriously consider buying. I'm not sure why. I've just never been a big Corvette fan. Never gets old. I've just never been a huge Corvette fan. I think they're cool. I respect them. I don't have a problem with that. Just me personally, my taste, my personality, I'm not really a Corvette guy. And that very well might change with the C8. So as you might have guessed, the new C8 has driven a huge divide straight through the entire Corvette community. There's a lot of people who love it, like I do, and there's also people who hate it. They can't stand it. They think it's ugly. They think it's an abomination. They think it's sacrilege because Chevy moved the engine from the front to the rear and did some other things. And honestly, wherever you fall, I think you have to respect that it is an innovative design. It is something new, and they are pushing the envelope, which I think is really cool. But for the people who say it's sacrilege and they hate it and it's hideous, you have 66 years. 66 years of prior Corvettes to buy. So if you don't like the C8, buy a C7. Don't like the C7, buy a C6 or a C5. It really doesn't matter. There's so many great years of Corvettes that I don't see why people are complaining about it. You don't want to have a mid-engine car? Don't buy a mid-engine car. There's so many other options, you know? To me, that's just kind of a silly complaint. I understand that people are upset, but times change, things change, technology changes, and like I mentioned previously, Chevy wanted to push this car and continue to advance it and let it excel. And it cannot advance with a front engine. It is maxed out. In a lot of respects, it is just a better design. The front engine puts all the weight on the front wheels, which are not your drive wheels, which is a problem. So to me, changing that is very forward-thinking and it's smart. So those are my thoughts on the new 2020 C8 Corvette. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Drop it in the comments down below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Would you have done anything different if you were the designer? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time. One thing that cars tend to get, I don't know what I'm saying. That doesn't make sense. I don't know where I was going with that. Just talking about road construction and how it sucks. I literally just got tire on. I have some errands to get done. I'm just cruising around for a little bit. I'm not just cruising around for a little bit. I'm actually driving somewhere, damn. And you know, it takes some time to really get a good, what am I saying? For a lot of people, they might want that. They might, I don't know what I'm saying. I know some people aren't happy about that, but it is what it is. And I don't know what else I'm saying because I need to drive. Supercars and hypercars are all rear engine or mid engine cars. It's not a BZer design. What the hell is that?